Hi, I'm Les Humford-Auburn. I'm a professional real estate agent, licensed finance broker, and author. And over the last 30 years, I've taught thousands of property investors the correct way of investing in property. But in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you why almost everything you've been taught about property investing in the past no longer works like it used to. And I'm going to show you the smarter, faster way investors are now generating 12 to 18% per annum returns without debts, without dealing with tenants, renovations, stamp duties, mortgage insurance, title costs, bank fees, interest payments, all that nasty 30 plus years of mortgage repayments. So this is not the full masterclass, this is just the introduction. So if you want the complete breakdown, examples and the step-by-step blueprint, you'll find the link on this page to access the full masterclass. That's normally valued at $99, but today you can get that completely for free for a limited time only. So let's jump in. Property investing in most parts of the world has changed forever. Prices have exploded, interest rates and expenses eat into profits, and rental yields are low. And the biggest problem, borrowing capacity has peaked. It's simply not the same landscape anymore, and for things to change, we need to change. For example, in the last 25 years in Australia, property prices grew 363.6%. But according to new AI-generated affordability models and economic constraints, the next 25 years are projected to grow by only 98.2%. Why? Because incomes can't support higher loans. Banks won't lend more than people can afford to repay based on their incomes. And most property investors simply end up cash flow negative for years, stuck with massive repayments, hoping for growth that may not come for many years, locked into debt for 30 plus years, and losing money for years before breaking even just to get that tax break. If you've ever felt like traditional property is getting harder, well, you're absolutely right. Here's the good news. There's a smarter way, a way that delivers positive returns from day one. 12 to 18% annual returns, no tenant hassles, no mortgage or mortgage-related expenses are required, no maintenance, no negative cash flow, faster compounding and liquidity. No risky property developments, no renovating, no fancy schemes. In fact, there is even no stamp duty fees, no mortgage insurance to pay, no mortgage transfer title fees, and even no interest rate payments when using cash or retirement funds. It's called fractional property investing. That's what smart investors and self-managed super fund trustees and retirement funds are quietly using to outperform the traditional market without the stress. So instead of owning the entire property, you own a fraction of a high-performing investment like a luxury condo, a boutique hotel suite, or a managed property with high returns. There can be no loans required, no debt, no dealing with property management teams or tenants, no hassles, just returns. Let me give you one quick example from the masterclass. So if you bought a $700,000 property the traditional way on an 80% loan, you'd need $177,600 up front. You'd suffer 12 years of losses, $68,338 out of pocket even after negative gearing, and zero guarantee of growth. Compare that to fractional property, invest that same amount, you'd have positive cash flow immediately, 12 to 18% returns, professionally managed with no tenant hassles, no 30-year debt, and the ability to exit faster. And $1.1 million to $2.3 million profit at that 12 to 18% per annum annual returns. This is why everyday investors, and especially investors over 45, are rapidly shifting from traditional property investing to fractional property investing opportunities. So no more bleeding cash for 12 years in the hope of capital growth saving you. No more wrestling with banks. Get your profits from day one. Now, I've helped many thousand property investors just like you to build wealth through smart property strategies over the last 30 years. I've published a 212-page book on property investment. I've spent 3 decades coaching investors just like you, and I can tell you confidently, the old methods don't work like they used to anymore, but this model does. If any part of this made sense, if you're tired of low yields, high debt, or wasting 12 years just to break even, yeah, you heard it right, and I'll show you in the masterclass how most property investors are bleeding cash for 12 years before breaking even. Negative gearing is a great incentive. It just means you're saving money on tax at the end of the year, but still coughing up that cash flow in between. So if you want to build wealth without stress and without losing money and cash flow from day one, then click the button and access the full fractional property investment masterclass. Inside the full masterclass, I'll show you why fractional property investing outperforms traditional real estate, the 12-year comparison model, real case studies and numbers, how 12% to 18% returns are structured, why borrowing capacity is virtually peaked, how to build a retirement plan using fractional property investments, plus real properties you could co-own today. Now, the masterclass is valued at $99, but today you can access it for free, and here's why that matters. Every generation gets one moment, one shift, one window in time where the rules change and the people who move first rewrite their future. This is that moment. Traditional property investing is slow, cumbersome, painful, and requires you to be out of pocket for years. Bank interest rates unpredictable, and miss your repayments and you could end up being foreclosed. Debt is crushing everyday families, and yet a new pathway is open. A path that's faster, a path that's smarter, a path that finally puts you in control. In the masterclass, you're going to see exactly how ordinary investors, people just like you, are earning 12 to 18% returns without needing to take on a single dollar of mortgage debt, without tenants, without stress, and without waiting 30 years for the payoff. This isn't theory, this isn't hype, this is happening right now. And the only question left is this: when the story of your financial life is told, are you the person who watched opportunities pass by, or the person who took one decisive step and changed everything? So click the button below, register now, watch the full masterclass, because in every great movie, there's a moment where the hero decides, this is yours. Make it count. Click out the Join Our Free Masterclass Now button and step into the strategy that's transforming the future of investing. This is your moment, the moment where clarity replaces confusion, where confidence replaces fear, and where your financial story takes a completely different decision. Click the button, watch the masterclass, and take the first decisive step towards the smarter, faster, more certain path to wealth today. See you on the inside.